Hey there, fellow waifus and weebs and future waifus and weebs. This is the newest episode of the Waifu and Weeb podcast. I am your host, the Weeb Marquand.
And I'm the waifu, Wainobi. Hi guys, it's your girl.
And we're coming off of the the one-hit wonder that was Thumb Face Fall and Mushoku Tensei. But this week we're going in a totally different direction. The genre is your boy's favorite, romantic comedies. It's called Are You the Only One Who Loves Me? It's the English title. We aren't going to try to butcher the Japanese title.
It's a doozy.
But the Crunchyroll synopsis and the My Anime List synopsis are like 2 to 3 paragraphs each. So
they're Stephen King novels.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So in Are You the Only One Who Loves Me, we have the main character Joro, and he's basically the stereotypical harem protagonist, where he's super dense when it comes to romance, and he's surrounded by gorgeous young women who would usually be all into him. So he's our lovable main character, except he's not really that lovable because it's all a facade.
Well, sure he is. He's lovable.
Oh, okay. So according to what I know, he's super lovable. But as we progress in the anime, we learn that is not the case. But yeah, we have Joro. He's our main character. We have the 2 love interests. One of them is Himawari. It's his childhood friend, and then we have Cosmos, the student council president. And these are the two heroines that he's aiming to rope into his harem. One or the other, doesn't really matter which one, but he's those are his targets for his obtuse harem protagonist facade that he keeps up. And the third person that we have in this soon-to-be love triangle is Pansy, a girl who knows what Joro's true personality is like. And I believe that was Wainobi's favorite character.
Yes. Because
Pansy is a waifu. She's always a win. So we love Pansy over here. She was also my favorite character because she pulls no punches and she schemes so much. But the main premise is Joro is trying to play the harem protagonist role so he can get into a relationship with either Cosmos or Himawari. I don't think it really matters either way. It's just that's his end goal is to end up with one or both of them. But lo and behold, Joro's best friend Sun-chan is the object of both of his romantic targets' hearts. So they're both in love with him while he's trying to get with them, if that makes any sense. And we watched 3 episodes of this.
We did. I got through 3 this time.
It was 3 episodes. So imagine my surprise when we got to the end of the first episode and Wainobi was just like, "Oh yeah, let's."
Okay, first of all,
let's just go to the next one.
Let's not lie to the people. It was not that enthusiastic. You said you want to keep going. I said yes, we can. It wasn't. Hey, yes, I'm on board.
Okay, I'll be honest. It wasn't as enthusiastic as I was making it out to be.
Because you're a liar.
In my mind.
You hear that, guys?
In my mind.
In podcast world, he's a liar.
In my mind, she was ecstatic to continue because she chose to continue.
So in your mind,
yes,
you're insane.
Yes.
You're making things up. Great.
Listen, if you want to watch more than one episode of any romantic comedy, I'm down for it. Oh, but we watched 3 episodes of this. I just want y'all to remember that.
Yes, because that's the goal for this is to have. I wasn't watching Thumbface. Thumbface and his little creepy boy.
That's true. He was a creepy boy, a creepy man inside of a creepy. That didn't come out right.
See,
but
exactly how that show is. It's weird.
Yeah, that's true.
This one was way more palatable.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are you the only one who loves me? This is one of my one of the more enjoyable romantic comedies I watched because mainly Pansy and Joro, because Joro, like, very early on you realize just how trash he is, and the fact that his whole persona is just a persona and is not actually how he is. Once he realizes that both of the girls that he likes are in love with his best friend, and I had told Wanobi about this before, where there's another character called Benchkun, where they just show up out of nowhere, and that's where they confess to Joro, both of the girls, that they're in love with his best friend, and somehow Pansy ends up ordering a bench so she could have it in the library so she could confess to him, because Pansy's in love with Joro because she loves how twisted his personality is. But yeah, Pansy was definitely the highlight for me from this show, because she was always starting stuff, but she made it very clear from the get-go who she was into. She wasn't playing any games. She wasn't putting on a persona like Joro was. And I appreciated that. I really appreciate it. Sunshine, though, his best friend, he was big trash.
Yeah, he was big trash.
Yeah.
So, didn't know he was going to be big trash.
Right? Like, you would think, like, oh, yeah, he's the happy-go-lucky best friend.
It really threw me. Like, the first episode, I was like, oh, I can see why they like him.
Yeah, see? Okay. They thought he was a nice guy.
The third episode, I was like,
escalated very quickly.
He's really bad.
Yeah, he got super dark.
Way worse than Joro here, which I actually enjoy Joro. I really enjoy him.
But yeah, like when Pansy first like revealed that she knew, and he did the generic anime noise. Mm-hmm. He was like, I ain't got to keep up with this, but now you know who I really am, so I guess I don't have to mess around with you, huh? But yeah, just their dynamic. That's what made me think that you would enjoy this one, despite it being a romantic comedy, is because the character interactions was top notch. And just off the first 3 episodes, you can see like the back and forth between everybody that is always going to be interesting.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you, like the first episode when they kept confessing on the bench, and they were like, "It happened at the game." I was like, at this point, Joro, you got to go to this game. You got to.
That's the thing, though. He was there.
I know. I didn't know that at first. I was like, you got to go to the game. You got to get on this team because
you got to do something.
That's what happened. You wasn't there. Then you found out he was there. It's like
he's just outside in the sun, sweating with some pork skewers.
I was like, dang, bro, they really don't rock with you because they was looking at you out there sweating for this man.
But Pansy though, she saw him out there. That's when she fell in love with him.
Yeah. But like the other one that he was trying to get to before we found out about all of the love triangle, he was like,
because I'll be honest, all 3 of them are waifu material.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, just going off of looks, like personality wise, I don't like either Himawari or Cosmos. Cause
Himawari? Is that how we say it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think it means like sunflower or something like that.
She's way too cheerful.
Yeah, and like that was the thing. Like I'm like, oh, they really leaning into the.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Abbott Elementary, but I know you have. You know Janine.
Yes.
She gives me big. And it's like, it's way too early to be that cheerful.
And she, like, from the get, like, she running up behind Joro, smacking the crap out of his back.
I almost turned it off when they showed the panty shot.
Yeah, that, like,
I was like, we're good.
Yeah, I don't mind fan service when it's done. I mean, I don't want to say tastefully, but when it's barely there. But that was just like, that was the intro to her character.
Yeah, I was like,
wasn't no wind blowing.
But I was like,
she wasn't falling.
It's a romantic comedy.
But see, you can do romantic comedies without fan service, and I don't think they knew that. I mean, it's supposed to be like a parody. I mean, my love story, one of my favorite. There's no fan service in that.
That's cool. I don't know what that is.
The one where the girl is like super small, and then he looked like this big gorilla, and she thought, he thought the best friend was the one she was going after, but it was him. That one, no fan service. But more often than not,
it's gonna be fan
service. But yeah, that was her intro, and I was like, oh, she gonna be one of them characters. The constant wind that's non-existent is gonna be blowing her skirt up, so you can see what color panties she got on that day.
My favorite part though was like when they were Joro had the plans for him, and then they would fumble, and then like they face it would just drop. And they would be
had
like,
a tear in their eye.
Do something.
It was like he had a specific plan set out for both of them, and they just jumped the gun.
He was like
I think Himawari, in her plan, she was saying the lines he was supposed to say.
Yep.
And she was saying the instructions that he gave her.
Hilarious.
She just turned into a samurai.
We will go. I was was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
That's what we're doing now.
Like that threw me when I first seen it because I was like, hold up, that's not normal high school vernacular.
At first, before we found out how big Trash Son was, I was just like, he is just going with the punches,
right? Like she's
in a full samurai voice, and he's just like,
okay,
right, we're gonna do this. Cool. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, Son, I figured he was just gonna be the generic best friend who rooted for his friends to get the girl, because that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like when he was like, you'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
like, you learn, he cool, right?
You think he like him? He knows.
But when you learn that Son knew that both of the girls liked him,
yep.
And he was just using that to get to the girl he liked, who was Pansy, and she just like, yeah, nah, I'm in love with Joro.
And then you think it just everything was just going haywire. I was like, do Pansy actually love him? When all the fallout happened, I was like, oh my goodness, this is tense.
Yeah, that was the third episode, wasn't it? Where or was it the second?
It was the second episode, but it was like the end.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
And like that scene had me like, cause I was watching it initially when it was airing weekly, so I was like, I gotta wait a whole week to see what comes next after this, and I was
That's why you wait to binge them. You gotta stack them up.
I can't, man. You gotta be in the conversation with the anime community.
You don't have to. You want to be in it.
Yes, because that's what makes it good.
I ain't gonna say. Can you not still be in the conversation right now?
I mean, no, it's over. It's been over for 2 years.
You can go find a Reddit. They talking about it.
I do know where the Reddit is.
Exactly.
I haven't joined the
and you can go talk about it right now, and then they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, it's a new fan," and then they'll talk about it just like it just happened. Nah, that's how it goes. I'm in Reddits.
Are you in what Reddits are you in?
American Dad.
And you said Reddits, plural.
I'm in a lot of American Dad Reddits.
Oh, it's still American Dad. It's all American Dad.
But there are a lot of them.
Okay. So you really are in more than one American Dad Reddit?
Yes. There are different subreddits.
I didn't know
different
that.
Episodes.
They go by episode?
Yeah, for different characters.
That's wild. I only saw the official one just for the overall show. I didn't know they had a...
Yeah. They have a lot on there. I'm in some true crime ones, some horror ones, of course.
Pansy seems like she could be a true crime perpetrator.
Yeah. Yeah.
She got big
she pretty much knew everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew nothing about her.
Did you see her when she was hiding behind the stuff though?
Mm-hmm.
During each confession, when they were just out on their dates and stuff? Yep. I was like I didn't notice it the first time around. Oh. But yeah, like the first time I didn't see Pansy hiding because I don't remember why I didn't know. I mean, I think I did see it, but I just didn't pay it any mind.
Because you're not observing enough. Because I knew it was somebody. I just didn't know who it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I did see it.
This shot?
Just hiding behind it. Hiding in bushes, hiding around the corner.
I was like, this is going to be important to the story because who is this person who just sees everything?
I knew, right, because I knew, in the comments on Crunchyroll, they was going to be talking about it, so I didn't want to think too much into it. But
don't look at comments.
You say that, but don't we have to look at the comments?
No, if you know that you're not caught up, don't look at.
It was of the episode. It was weekly. I look at the comments after I'm done with the episode. How? I'm not getting spoiled on nothing if it's after I've already finished.
Somebody's gonna spoil it because they probably read the manga.
They do be spoiling. I don't actually know if this is based off of manga. It probably is, but they do be spoiling stuff in the comments. I stopped unless I read the manga before. I didn't go in the comments much.
That's a lie. You came in there and whining to me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying on stuff that I. What was that? What do I do? When they spoil something, that's how I be.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. In the quintessential quintuplets, I know it's another harem romantic comedy. Mm-hmm. I got spoiled on who he ended up with at the very end, so I went in knowing how it was going to end already, and but at least I knew who was going to win. I just had to see how they got there, so I wasn't too mad about it. But yeah, I tend to stay away from the comment section nowadays. But the comments on this one was hilarious because they were just like, "Bro, why don't Joro just date everybody, including the son?" like the best friend. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did think that Sun would end up liking Joro romantically just because he was so oblivious to the girls. And then it came out that he liked Pansy, but yeah, before like when he sat down on the bench to confess that he liked Pansy, I thought it was gonna be for Joro. But like Joro's reactions just kept getting progressively more intense with each confession.
I've heard this before. Please don't. Just the internal struggle
he was
having.
Like, where did that bitch come from? Why is there a bitch here?
I was like, oh no.
Like that was the confessions were some of my favorite parts of the episode. And then like when he like once he realized that both of the girls was into Sunshine, and you saw his whole like outlook on they personalities and stuff change. He
went from being like the chipper harem like protagonist guy, then it was just like dark and
he was right. He cussing him out in his head. Like, still trying to be cheerful on the outside.
He was like, she just teases me.
Right. You doing this to people you don't even like. It's like, are you for real? Like, what kind of woman does this? He just like straight dogging them in his head. He's like, no, I'm still gonna help you achieve your romantic goals. Trying to help both of them. Like, that was a weird thing. Like, the only reason he even agreed to help them was so he could get with the one that didn't end up with Sun.
Yep, whichever one, he was gonna pick up the pieces.
Yep, and then Pansy, she read that from the get-go.
Like, in his defense, if Pansy wasn't who she was, it could have worked.
It could have.
In the trash world, I'm not advocating for this approach. That's
not even a trash world, though.
I'm not advocating for this approach. I don't want nobody to think like, oh yeah, why don't be saying do this?
The waifu is all about trash results for those.
No, I'm for efficient results. And he helped both of them. So in their mind, it was like, oh, he was really helping me. Oh, who was here for me when all this was happening? Right. And then he's the fall guy.
Yeah, that was his plan. It was a good plan. It was a good plan. I will give him that.
Pansy was like bowling ball. And I was like,
it's like, I seen through all of that. You ain't doing none of it because you gonna end up with me. And he just be like, yeah, I hate you though.
And then Sun had his own devious plan. And I was like, right, this is
like just like learning that, like they flipped so many like stereotypical romantic comedy tropes on their head with this. Like, it's not groundbreaking or nothing, but I just really enjoy how they switched the roles up. Because I did not expect Pansy to be as diabolical as she was, but also didn't expect Sun to be as trash as he was. Because third episode came around, and he was like, yeah, were you expecting this? When he said, yeah, I can do whatever I want to you because we're the only ones in this library.
Yeah,
like, that got super dark.
Definitely was going to assault this woman.
Yeah. That was very uncomfortable for a high schooler.
Well, this is taking a turn for the worse, guys.
It's like, what is this, Goblin Slayer? For those who don't know, that starts off with some pretty graphic sex scenes. Don't look into it.
When you say sex, you make it sound like it was wanted. It was unwanted.
It was rape. It was
not the hard R. We don't want to say the hard R.
It was forced sexual content.
It's assault. Just say assault.
Yeah, it was assault. It was assault.
We're trying not to trigger people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those who were triggered. Just at me on Twitter. Find me on Facebook. I guess if it makes you feel better.
His name is Trash Can.
Trash Can Coon of the Waifu and Weeb podcast. But yeah, so
the subpar host.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's white.
It's still you, buddy.
Well, yeah, that got super dark, super quick. That's like episode 3 out of 12. Did not think a romantic comedy would go that route. It did.
It did.
And I was thrown. But overall though, like it was.
I won't give you the satisfaction to say I enjoyed it though.
I feel like that's a personal attack on me.
It is.
If you did enjoy it, you just won't.
I won't give you the satisfaction.
But what if you did, though?
I won't tell you. Especially not while we're recording. So you can replay this back. Mm-hmm. When I say, oh no, I don't like romantic, you like, loop.
Why would I do
like time
loop? But why would I do that?
Because you're you.
Well, listen though. But what if you did like it?
Again, not giving you the satisfaction.
I feel like you have more positive things than negative things to say about this anime. Does that not indicate?
I have a lot of positive things to say about a lot of things. I'm an optimist. You're a pessimist.
I hate you so much. You really not gonna give me this?
I won't.
But you could though.
I could do all things, but I won't do that.
I hate you so
but
much.
I won't do that.
But would you keep watching it though? Like without me sitting down and asking you to watch it?
Won't give you the satisfaction.
That's not what I'm asking.
You thought I was gonna say it.
No, because you can not like something and keep watching it.
Not going to tell you I'm gonna sit down and watch a romantic comedy. Not going to say that.
I just wanted to go on record that White Nobi is being very difficult just to spite.
Is this difficult?
Because I feel like she really enjoyed this anime. I feel like y'all felt it too, just listening to her talk about it.
I mean, you talked more than I did.
But when you did talk though,
I just piggybacked on what you were talking about.
Okay. So you really not gonna say if you liked it or disliked? So did you hate it?
I didn't hate it like I hate them face paw.
Well, that's gonna be an outlier because I don't really have many. I'm not gonna lie and say that because I do.
Yes, you have more trash when you always rub your hands like Birdman, like devious. Like.
But listen though.
I know you're gonna hate this one.
But listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Did you like this anime though? Is the question. So
I will neither confirm or deny this statement.
So would you, if you had to grade it, what would you give it? A through F?
I would give it A alphabet.
I guess it doesn't matter how I.
No, I'm onto your schemes, Marquand.
You could just be honest with yourself.
I could.
And everybody who's listening, you could just be honest.
I could.
Let them know.
But why would I give you guys the satisfaction to say that I either liked or disliked a romantic comedy?
I can't stress this enough. I hate you.
We all hate a little something. I'm fine if it's me today. Might be peanuts tomorrow.
So are you saying you hate peanuts?
No, don't take this.
Okay.
Don't take this the wrong way.
So since you won't admit that you absolutely loved this romantic comedy, which you did, I saw the light in your eyes while you were watching it. You was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. I wish I could keep going, but we have to record the podcast, so I can't keep watching it. Or else
Have we watched the episode?
Huh?
Have we watched the episode? It's been like 2 weeks.
We watched 3 episodes.
Since the last what? Have we watched any since?
We haven't watched any anime since, so I feel like that's a trick question.
But I'm saying, if I loved it so much, would I have not been like, hey, do you want to watch the rest of it so that we can have a longer and a more fulfilled podcast? Yep. No, I didn't. So therefore, per my last remark.
Okay. So it's clear.
I'm not giving you anything. I plead the fifth. I hate so much. Get out of there. They don't want ASMR from you.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up since you don't want to tell the people what you thought of the anime.
I think it's worth a watch.
There you go, folks. She loved it.
Didn't say I loved it.
She loved every minute of this romantic comedy.
Didn't say that.
If it wasn't worth the watch, she wouldn't like it.
I think the bad movies we watch are worth a watch.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. So, I just want you to say that you liked it.
I'm not telling you, but White Nobi, the waifu, your girl, I think it's worth a watch for those who actually enjoy romantic comedies, or those who like the genre bending,
or those who are forced by a significant other and or friend.
Yep. Or those.
And to watch romantic comedies.
Like, I feel like this is a good one for people like me who don't like romantic comedies, for them to sit down and watch at least the first 3 episodes. That they're fine, because it's almost like a psychological romantic comedy.
It is.
So, like, there's an aspect that most people wouldn't be expecting because you're expecting the same tropes, you're expecting the same thing, and you go in like, oh, okay. So I feel like this is like something that you like, oh, didn't see that coming, and then every episode it was, oh, I didn't see this. Oh, I didn't see this coming.
Something else.
So I feel like it's a good gateway for people like that. I don't see that the rest of the romantic comedies will have anything like that in it, though.
Agree to disagree, because I feel like the other romantic comedies on it, one of them is a recommendation that I also haven't seen, so we'll be experiencing.
They'll be.
Well, next episode we won't be talking about romantic comedy.
Great. Are we doing horror?
Yes, actually.
It's not Parasite, is it?
No, it's not Parasite. Okay. It is a horror slash suspense one though.
But it's no body horror?
No, it's no body horror. We gonna have to watch Parasite. It's on the list.
We gonna have to at some point, but I need to be mentally prepared. I need to know what week that's gonna be.
Okay.
So my whole week
it's not this one. It's not this one. So it is a horror one. So tune in for the next episode where we will be watching and talking about a horror anime, so we can
give the people what they want. And when I say people, I mean me and all of the voices in my head.
I want y'all to know that she's a psychopath.
Oh.